The current housing stock today, we're replacing the current housing stock at about 500,000 homes a year. We're building 500,000 new homes a year and demolishing or getting rid of condemning the old ones. At that rate, our homes that we build today need to last 132 years.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for the consumer to know that the materials that they're going to put in that house and the design that they put in that house, needs to last at least 132 years. And I don't think we're doing that today. So I guess it's the never-ending question. How do you get people to realize that when they purchase the home and they're going to live there 5 years?
I would like to know if people have an idea to better emulate nature in the regard to material and resource waste. We don't have a spot in the forest or on the prairie that we can say that's the insects disposal or landfill. There are no such things in nature. How can we better emulate them?
Buildings alone use 40% of the world's raw materials globally. In the U.S., 136 million tons of construction and demolition waste is generated annually. All told, approximately 4.4 pounds of waste per person is generated every day. Consumption is at the heart of our relationship with each of these resources: land, water, energy, food. But nowhere is the byproduct of consumption, waste, more evident than when considering the relationship between our critical natural resources and the materials we use to harness them. Used wisely, materials house and clothe us, weaving together the infrastructure of our built environment. In excess, or when poorly designed or manufactured, materials threaten the very environment we seek to enhance. Exacerbated by poor product design and planned obsolescence, landfills illustrate the depths of our short-sightedness. The production, distribution, and consumption of products, building supplies, and infrastructure present design opportunities to either diminish or contribute to the waste stream.
We think the primary challenge is not changing people's consumption habits. We think the primary challenge is changing the way things are made. And to try to get this upfront pre-design analysis to penetrate every designer, whether it's a fashion designer, a home designer, a industrial designer, someone is making a decision about what material are we going to use in making this product that's ultimately going to get into the consumption mainstream.
Here are the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, recycle. Recycling should be the last thing. A lot of people think, oh yay, I recycled, I'm doing my part. No, it starts at reducing.
Reduction starts with better design and ends with becoming better consumers. And while this may entail lifestyle changes, becoming a better consumer does not mean altering one's standard of living.
I think the biggest change and the most needed change is fundamental shift in values. We are a society of consumption. It's been a fundamental shift for me in my values. I can afford a lower paying job because I gain so much more in my time and my lifestyle. And I'm not on that hamster wheel every day saying I got to pay that credit card debt, I got to pay this debt, I got to pay for all. And what is it? It's things we consume.
Product stewardship, just to give you a quick definition, is the principle that everyone in the life cycle, involved in the life cycle of a certain product, should take some responsibility. Of course, the biggest responsibility is the manufacturer, but retailers also need to take responsibility. Maybe they collect the materials back when they've at the end of their life. Consumers need to take responsibility by bringing materials back to the retailers. The best model, of course, is extended producer responsibility, and that means that the manufacturer of a product, say a computer, fully fully covers the cost of taking that product back to the manufacturer.
Different organizations and individuals have different ways to approach sustainability. For some, waste reduction and product stewardship are primarily seen as an environmental and efficiency issue.
Again, it's about that bottom line. We need more data about why the environment is cost effective, or environmental practices are cost effective.
For others, a concern for health is the trigger that sets into motion the implementation of more environmentally sound practices.
My goal started as a very selfish goal because I'm the one in the shop using this material, and if you open up any can of paint or any of the adhesives I was using, it says right there, will cause brain damage, you will die. And so that's what really led me to this, but educating the client and hoping that they'll jump on board with this, it helps me, but then I can also sell the value to them that it helps them. Yeah, it costs more right now, but people with children, their kids are going to be gnawing on that drawer or whatever. So, sometimes it's an easy sell, sometimes not.
Public health is another concern when we consider our material choices. Whether materials are used to transmit energy, or package and transport food and water, or shelter and clothe us, the design choice associated with each interaction has implications for public health and the health of the planet. We asked our panelists for their perspectives on our consumption habits, how they affect our well-being, and what are the design policy options that can put us on a more sustainable path.